Hi, I'm Doug Barry. I'm a director for the Idaho Farm Bureau. So tonight we had a tour and a dinner. We invited people throughout the community that are involved in production agriculture.
We did a lot of work, behind the scenes to put this event together. And I feel like we got a really great quality group of people.
So we went out to Mickelson's Hog Holler farm, and you got to say hog holler, you can't say hog hollow. Went out to their seed potato farm, and they described how they cut the potatoes, what they're looking for in their seed potatoes that they grow on their farm. The potato farmer supplies potatoes to the fresh packs and to the process grade facilities, which you buy at the grocery stores. If you're a seed potato farmer, you're growing the potatoes so that the commercial potato producer can plant them.
We share a lot more in common than that we ever do that separates us, and this gives us an opportunity to share some similar experiences, similar challenges, and from those experiences and challenges, then as Farm Bureau, we can go about making some change.
So the second stop, we went to Reinke Grain, and they talked about how much grain they move through the facility, who they supply with grain, and how they supply seed to the farmers that grow the grain.
Laura from Ashley Farms put up a great slideshow of what it looks like to raise seed potatoes on a level that I grew up on a potato farm. I didn't realize there was that much to growing seed potatoes. She took us through pictures. Because of biosecurity issues, she can't bring 100 people into her greenhouse. That would be very detrimental to her production. So through beautiful pictures, she showed us what it actually looks like to grow a potato from a tiny, tiny little seed into the seed potato that we think of when farmers go out and plant their fields. We had Brody Harshbarger talk about predation on livestock. We know our cattle and our sheep are being killed by these apex predators, but we have to showcase the problems and the wins that we experience.
It is so cool that Director Tewalt would come.
Director Tewalt's fantastic. Her effort to come to a little gathering that we put together in Sugar City shows how dedicated she is to agriculture in Idaho.
And speak to a small group of farmers, and we're so glad that the communication between Farm Bureau and Director Tewalt is so good that she'd just be willing to hop in a car and come over.
I just met Director Tewalt tonight, and within 5 minutes, I felt like we were friends. She was genuinely interested in me. She said my name. She said, "Paige, how's your family?" And I said, "Good." And she said, "Really? Is it all good?" Like, I felt like she really wanted to know. And we had some candid conversations. In her presentation, she wasn't afraid to say, let's have real conversations. I want to know where we can improve. And the ISDA is never going to know where they can improve unless we have those honest conversations with her. And I love that she talked about her conversations with Idaho Farm Bureau, and that sometimes those are pretty tough conversations, but because both parties respect each other so much, they walk away as friends after every conversation. And I think that's critical, because we're not always going to agree, we're not always going to be on the same page, but as long as we can maintain those connections and those friendships, we will move the industry forward.
The BYU Idaho group that's here, they're fantastic, and yeah, it's awesome to have young people that want to be involved, and in this case, they were serving. And for them to want to be involved and serve and then rub shoulders with experienced farmers, it's awesome to see.
I love that Farm Bureau is about family. Yes, we're talking farm topics, and we're bringing in the ISDA director to talk about the agricultural issues within the state. But at the same time, we had 15 young couples with children here tonight. And I love that people brought their kids, because that's what we want. Those kids are gonna grow up saying, I remember attending these meetings with my parents. I might not remember exactly what they talked about, but I remember going to Farm Bureau meetings. And I love that. Farm Bureau is family.